Good morning. Hi everyone. Cable tie, I like that. G'day family. We're all like family. I think that's a really nice sentiment. So morning and cheers to you all. And I almost missed the start of the stream then because I had a different window open. Yeah. Yum. Gonna need a few of those today, I think. How is everyone doing? I hope you are all well. So, been an interesting morning for me. I'm on pretty much zero sleep. So we'll see how I last. See if I fade out today. If I start drooling and my head hits the keyboard and the stream doesn't stop, I apologise. But yeah. So, Sion needs a white cable for his sign. Sion has a white cable coming. But Australia Post is so bad. It's being shipped from Victoria to Victoria. And it's been 6 days. And don't know where it is. So yes. Black sign. I've put black acrylic over the white acrylic. It was blowing out too much. Not just on camera. And I didn't like the way that you could see the... Not just the light. It wasn't the light through the white that I didn't like. It was the fact that you could see the areas that were occluded. Now, I could technically put white back over the top now and go back to a white logo, and the black behind it will completely block all of that. Oh no, Johnny's watching, but he's in a Zoom. I hope your machine doesn't crash. Johnny, good luck with that one. So, I could go back to white again. What would be really nice if I could find a way to clip the white acrylic on and not have it permanent so I could change them. But the acrylic's too heavy. So, yeah. Now, I don't know if this is going to accept any commands yet because I've got it. You can see that the pattern it's doing right now. So that pattern is because it detected that there was no stream running. And it will keep trying to connect to the stream eventually, but there's a fairly big delay. Thanks, Cable Tie. I really like it. Hey, Colin, how you doing? Lots of faces of people that I haven't seen in a while. I think Mr. Andy Callaway is also here. I haven't seen Mr. Andy Callaway for a while, I don't think. Did I fix my SPI Raspberry Pi issue? No, I haven't still. I haven't worked on it. I'm trying to only work on it on the streams. So I didn't work on it afterwards. I got some really good feedback though from some, Jay sent me a whole bunch of email. I don't know if Jay's here yet. He might be here later. I don't know. And hey, Ellen, good morning. And I've also, I got Iggy reached out to me to help out. I was going to do it yesterday, but then I got caught up and didn't get a chance. Tiny LED matrix as well. Wow. It's good to see everyone. I'll go through and say hi to everyone in a moment. We'll get on it. It's killing me, but I will. So, okay, so that I'll get to that in a moment. So the logo, yeah. It might be settable. It might not be. Hey, did you cool things? We're doing okay, considering we're out of lockdown. Yay. So there's a new command for that logo, that pattern. We'll see if anyone can work out what it is. But let's see if it's online yet. So for those that don't know, you can control the logo from the chat. Oh. That pause then was it trying to connect. Oh, there we go. It's working. Andy Mouse changed it to Serpent. Now, I got some news about this though. I have converted this to the logo to be over the air. So I can now reflash it over Wi-Fi whenever I want to. I've actually got the code in front of me right now. And so I can make live changes to the code and upload it. How cool is that? And I'm going to do it now just to show you how it looks. So what I did was, if I go and I'm just going to reflash the same code. Doesn't matter, right? So it's going to flash and look at it does when it flashes. It's just compiling right now. I hate how Arduino IDE has to recompile the code, even though the last time I flashed it, I hadn't changed any code yet. Load picture, that'd be funny. Still compiling, still compiling. Oh, here it goes. No, still compiling. Oh, God. Slowest compile ever. Wow. Almost done. Why is it so slow? Okay, now it's going to upload. So watch what it does. Assuming it works. There it goes. Look at that. So that's the status bar. So 100% upload is when it goes all the way around the logo. Alright, so it's uploading, 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 and gets to 100%. So close, and there it goes. And now it's turns on. It's trying to connect to Wi-Fi. Found Wi-Fi, and now it's connecting to the chat. And it's ready. So how cool is that? So I can do over-the-air updates for the logo now, which is much nicer than pulling it off the wall and putting it back on again. So, yeah, I'm quite happy with that. And that stall is just when it does its online check, which is, it's a blocking call, unfortunately. I'd really like to work out how to do an async. Oh, someone said it to pink. Who did that? Oh, Mark Olson. Of course. Okay. It's a nice pink, isn't it? Looks much better now that the white's not there. You can really see the pink on the fringe. So, no, it's not. There's no snake. See who can work it out. You can work out what the new one is. So I'm going to go ahead and chat to everyone. Simon says, "Why is it black now?" Because the white was blowing out. You could see too much through the white, and I didn't like it. I could make it white again now. The black behind the white will make it nicer. There's no black. Also, I didn't fix the that RGB thing, so technically you can turn it off still, or turn the LEDs off. Okay, I'm going to say hi to people. Mr. Who 30, good morning. Gary T, hello. Rat Madness, Chris Orban. Sorry to hear you in the office so early though, mate. But it's good to see you. And you're always flat chat, aren't you? Henrik, hello. Johnny, you can't hear me because he's in a Zoom meeting, but oh well. Crazy Roops, hello. Christopher White, Andy Calloway, Andy Mouse, hi. Rota, good morning. Dave, Andy, Joe. Marius, hello, good evening. How's the 3D printer going? Sorry, that's not nice of me. Carsten, Cable Tie. Phil, hello. Jerker, hello. Desmond. Scrolling. Bruce. Say that fast. The white through the light, the white through the light, the white through the light. What am I saying fast? Colin, hello again. Alan, and hello again. Alex, hope you're well. JTax, hi. Did you cool things? Hello, Jason. Hello, Jason. Still scrolling. Rumbo Prime, hi. Ray, hello. Peter, hello, Peter. Simon, Mr. Bonce. Hope I'm not missing anyone. And I thought the post was slow, but yeah, compiling Arduino is even slower. No, the post is still slowest. Infinite Ness Lives. Hello. First week compile is the worst. Switching platform removes a problem, and many others. Right, it also introduces a lot of problems. I find platform IO quite sucky to use, I gotta be honest with you. It just makes Visual Studio Code feel, I don't know. Anyway, that's for another time completely. I think another discussion. GrooveJet, hello. Emery, hello. Hi. Oh, couldn't get my mouth working then. Mark Olson, hello. Rob, hi. Oh, it jumped. James, good morning. X Micron, hello. Aaron Knox. Teletronics. Woo. Okay, I think I've got everyone. Adam Bryant. No. Jonas. Okay. Rob. I don't know who. Okay. Yasir, hello. Mike F, hello. And Alan K. Hello, Alan. Good morning. You're up early. What are we so excited about? Doctor Who is coming back. Is Doctor Who coming back? I did not know that. That's really cool. So no one's worked out the new animation yet. But you're all trying. That's okay, which is good. Keep trying. Okay, so that was the first thing I wanted to mention. Sorry, I'm just enthralled watching people, all the things they're trying. I think it's really cool. Like you'll get as soon as you know what it is, but as soon as you know what it is, you'll go, oh, of course. I should do an unexpected one, shouldn't I? But yes, no. So just to remind you, to change the color, you do. Oh, should type in the right spot. You do that to change the color. You say RGB, or you can just say blue or whatever. And it's only the newest message when it reads that it grabs. Just reminding you all. Hey, Dustin. Party. Party mode! Okay, so while you're all working that out, I've got some other stuff to tell you, other news. So a while ago I started a new stream. I started a new channel. Let me just change to there. I started a new channel called Unexpected Streams. I should just put the link in. Well, I started streaming in it. So the idea, what I was originally going to do was move all of my live streams over to this and just keep videos on my main channel. But I'm going to keep doing my regular weekly live streams on my main channel. And I'm using Unexpected Streams for ad hoc type stuff. So I've started doing streams working on my hardware prototype for my automatic optical inspection, which has been going really badly for those that have seen the stream. So if you're not subbed, please subscribe if you're interested in catching more of my streams. I don't do these in the morning. I do these whenever. I'll just start a stream at some time during the day when I'm feeling like it. Hey, Brad. When I've got something I want to work on. The idea for this is that I'm going to switch back to here. Oops. So the idea is for things that I want to work on, that I want to share, but I don't want to work out how to make a video for. Like, I don't want to sit down and plan out how I'm going to work on it and shoot it on video and then have to edit it to present it, when by the time I present it, what I'm working on is different. So I'm doing it all on streams. So if you're not subscribed and you're interested, subscribe, please, because you get notifications when I'm streaming. And if you don't catch the stream, you can at least watch the replay. And they've both been quite painful of me suffering with Raspberry Pi and SPI. Good one, Adam. Yes, I know the morning time's middle of the night for you, Simon, and it's really hard to get a time that suits everyone. So the latency's pretty good today, I gotta say. On the stream, have you seen the right command? Because it might. I haven't, but I looked away for a bit. It's an obvious command, like it's the description of what it is, kind of. I mean, I guess snake is also close, but it's not close. It's not a close word, but it's a close idea of what it is. No, it's not, and it's not serpent. So, serpent's the other one. And reconnected all by itself. Ooh. Okay. I could just do live streams, just watching everyone try to control it, control the logo. Buffering. Everyone might have to refresh your browsers, because for some reason, Cylon's a good one. I might do a Cylon, like it's just a back and forwards in red. MicroPython. You're trying to write code, but you can't because you're too distracted. Okay, so epilepsy. I mean, that's not nice for people that have got it. No, it's not kit. It's a love charm. No. Fire would be another good one. I want to keep... That's the reason I did over the air with it, is so I could keep tinkering with the code when I feel like it, and not have to pull the logo off to reflash it and stuff. ADHD, that's another good one I should do. What would that look like, Marius? Really chaotic and all over the place? Should I tell you? Should I show you all? More clues. Do you want clues or do you want me to tell you? Skippy. Well, while you're all still guessing, I got one more thing to talk about, and that is that for those of you that don't know, where's this? I need to switch screens. So for those that don't know, Brian released his ESP32 Trinity. For those that don't know what it is, hang on. Where is my drinks panels? Discount. So Brian released his ESP Trinity. I'm going to actually just switch to camera. And what it is, it's his latest version of the board that plugs into matrix panels, right? And so, like his original board, this is his Tiny Pico original board, but he's got one for the D1 Mini and other things that would plug in, and then you'd put a board into it and stuff. It's his new reinvention of that, where everything is on board. You've got ESP32s already on there and everything else, and you literally just, it's keyed, you literally just, where's in, plug it in, like that, and put your power in. That's all you need to do. Power, and then power to here. Oops, power there, or USB, and power to here, and you're done. And then you can control matrix, and he's got a whole bunch of example codes and everything else. So anyway, what's exciting is he's released this. He was working on it for like a year or so, and he's selling them in the UK, and Colin is also selling them. Colin, I believe, yeah, you're selling them, so you can buy them through Colin. I think he's selling them on eBay, and I'm also stocking them. I bought a whole bunch off Brian, and I put them on my store. So for those of you that are local, like in Australia, I guess, I mean, you can buy them from anywhere, but, you know, if you're already like, if you're overseas and you're already ordering stuff from me and you want a Trinity as well, you just grab one. But the point of me stocking them is for those that are in Australia that want one, that don't want to have to wait or pay to ship it from England or from Ireland, showcase them and whatever. So I wanted to show that because this is the first time I'm stocking someone else's product, as in a product, like I've got the LOL RGB, which Alex made, which Alex designed, but I make them and sell them. But this is the first time I'm stocking a product that I don't make. I'm literally buying them off Brian and reselling them. And yeah, it's a really cool board. So anyway, for those that are interested, he's got links to his stuff on here as well. He's got a GitHub page. He's made the stuff open source. He's got stacks of example code. And this board runs off the I2S protocol, so it's really, really fast. It's much faster to update the displays than the old versions were. Anyway, I wanted to show you that before I forget. Okay, now, I think, mark it, that's definitely not it. Okay, are we ready for me to tell you all? I'm going to tell you all. You ready? I'm just going to do it. Can everyone not type so I can do it? Is it E-plop or Eplop? Colin? Anyway, Colin's here, yeah. And I'm going to make... Hey, Colin, I just made you a moderator. You want to post post a link to your store for those that want to grab. If anyone wants to grab one from you, please do. Has anyone joined? If anyone's joined in the chat that I missed, hello, hello, hello. Photochromax, hello. Okay, can no one control the logo? Hey Rob, I'm going to put the command in to change it. You ready? Can no one control the logo, please? Okay. Assuming this even works, I've not tested it on chat before. It might crash it. Nope, it worked. It was just slow. Hey David. So it's Trails. Now right now Trails is only blue. If you change the color, it'll just go back to the other color stuff. Happy trails to you all. Hey Intimate Tech. So I want to add the ability that you can have trails with whatever color's been set. But it's actually quite difficult to do because I'm actually mucking around with the alpha. Or sorry, there's no alpha, right? So the actual trail is bright at one end and it gets darker, right, to make it fade out. And to do that, I need to multiply the colors out with multiply them down, because the colors are just stored as ints. Like I can't just anyway, like it'd be really nice if there was an alpha channel that didn't do anything other than darken the color. And so I should actually build a helper for that, to do that. Did you post it, Colin? Did I miss it? Anyway, so yay. Okay, cool. Now, should we get onto the meat and potatoes? I think I've got everything on my list. Logo, new channel. I have everything on my list. Thanks, Screwjet. That'd be really cool. A Python, like a parser, a code parser, Mark. Feel free to write one and I'll integrate it. Right. No, it didn't come through. I don't know why it didn't come through. Let me repost it. Did that come through? That's Colin's link. And of course there's Brian's. I should put Brian's store page on there. Where's his store page on Twitter? Is the logo in MicroPython or the logo's in Arduino? Yeah, because the API, the chat API that it's used to connect, Brian wrote that, and that's in Arduino. And I was going to rewrite it in MicroPython because I prefer to do it in MicroPython, but I took a look at the code and what's involved, and I thought, forget it. Okay, OBS just disconnected again and reconnected. I don't know what's going on. Oh, thanks, Colin. So there's Brian's listing as well. Yeah, you might have to refresh your browsers again. The logo needs a white cable. I've ordered white cables. It's coming. It's Australia Post is shocking. White cables are coming. Okay, let's talk Reflow Master Pro. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Yay. I'll tell you what else we're going to do. We're going to put the heater on. Because it's cold. I should put a jacket. Okay, Discord just disconnect. Sorry. OBS disconnected and reconnected again. I don't know what's going on. I might have to restart OBS. And I don't know what's going to happen to the stream if I do. It should stay alive. Hi, Ian. Let me... I don't know. I don't know if I want to kill OBS or not. If the problem isn't OBS and I kill OBS, it might kill the stream. Is there an alternative to OBS? There's not a lot of alternatives on the Mac. There is, what is it, Streamlabs, but it's paid and it's yeah. Not that I've got an issue with paying for stuff, but it's not necessarily better on the Mac than OBS. OBS hasn't done this in a long time. I don't know what's going on today. It could just be internet problems out there. And if that's the case, restarting OBS isn't going to fix it. XSplit is no, XSplit's Windows only though. XSplit is fantastic, but it's Windows only. And yeah, I've got an 18 mini. I didn't want to get the Pro. I didn't want to stream directly from it because I can't. I still need to use OBS. The ATEM can't do all the visual things I want to do. OBS is definitely getting better, but I don't think this is necessarily OBS that's causing a problem. It's because Andy's here. Possibly. Okay, let's talk Reflow Master Pro. So, you might have seen from the thumbnail, I have been redesigning it, which is crazy because I haven't even released it. I know. And the actual design was done. So the original, or my current Reflow Master Pro is here. I'm not going to necessarily see if the stream restarts, if OBS disconnects while I'm doing this, because I'm not going to be looking at it. This is actually running at the moment. I'm going to have to unplug it because I stole the switch. And it just disconnected again and reconnected. I'm going to restart OBS. Just give me a moment. Okay, I am streaming. I'm back. I restarted. I'm streaming. I don't know what's going to happen. My preview in YouTube is way behind, so I don't know. It's like it's 2 minutes behind. I guess we'll have to just, if it disconnects, I'll see what I can do. I don't know. It's just one of those days, I think. So, it's using a Nano, and this design is final. Like, it works great. It's got all the functionality I wanted. It's got 2 thermocouples. It's got control for an SSR or relay. It's got, I called them fan, but it's got 2 controllable outputs to control either 2 different fans or whatever. And they're designed to control, they can either control a 5-volt something, or you can just power it separately. I even, for those that remember, if I can find them. Wow, one moment. Right. That was, totally could not find the box that had these. Do you see that Sim Hawes talked about your Reflow Master on his stream? No, I did not, Mark. He did buy one. But no, I missed it. Cool, okay. Has he got it up and running? I hope so. So I don't know if you guys remember, I built these ages ago. My iron fan controllers, which I never released officially by themselves, which are designed to work with my Reflow Master or my Pro. So the idea is you can control an external fan or whatever you want. like a pneumatic actuator or whatever via any power source up to 24 volts and controlled via the output of one of these. So like I'm using these on my Reflow Master on my toaster oven at the back to control the fans. Anyway, this hardware was done and I've been working on the software, and then all this, obviously I got distracted. I stopped working on this for a long time. The CE stuff came about and I thought to myself, like, it's just harder and harder for people to buy my stuff from EU right now. And then I've got resellers in the EU, or that resellers that sell into the EU that want, like, more of my stuff. And I thought, if I'm going to release a Reflow Master Pro, and possibly even phase out my Reflow Master, right, then I need to make sure that I can sell it everywhere. And so what I've done is I'm redesigning the board, and I'm taking the nano off, and instead I'm putting on, check all these out. Whoa! Instead I'm putting on, I haven't even taken one out, so I should. There's my tweezers. Colin, sure, absolutely. Like the point is I want to be able to make sure that people can grab my stuff. So I'm putting on instead a, is that in focus? ESP32 S2 Mini 1 module. And the reason I'm doing that, and I'm not using my Nano, is because the modules come pre-certified. No, so I was originally re-prototyping my Pro using a C3. The C3, the support for the C3 right now is just, it's not good. They're Crash City, they don't have enough I/O anyway, and, come on, focus. So, I mean, if you look at it, the module's almost the same size as my Nano, and which is fine, and I still have to use, I don't have any LDO or any of my other power stuff on here, but that's okay. I'm going to move to this solely because my Nano's not certified. Now, obviously my Nanos, I can just drop them on, easy for me to do, but just because the module is certified doesn't make my Reflow Master Pro certified. And the actual Reflow Master Pro is going to be quite hard to get certified from from a connected emissions point of view because of all the cables connected to it. So when you're testing for connected emissions, you need to have everything plugged in to be tested. So what it does allow me to do is not have to test any of the red, right? I use the module. The module itself is pre-certified, so I can get away with bypassing all of the red certification, and I can just use the certification number from the module for that. And the red certification is the most expensive part. So I'm only going to be looking at doing CE only. Yeah, I'm not looking at doing FCC. This for FCC, I believe this could still be sold as a, because it comes in pieces that you need to connect. It's not an end product. I might be okay with that. Yeah, I get the UK has, what is it, UKS, what is it, U something SK, whatever it is. They are creating their own right now. If you get CE certification, it's very close to the UK stuff. Doesn't necessarily mean that I can sell in the UK. Anyway, it's complicated. It's quite complicated. But that's why I'm moving over to a module. I want to make sure that I when I release this, that as many people can get access to it as possible. Yeah, the C3 is not the physical pins, just that what they expose is supposed to be 8266 compatible. Aaron. Yeah, I don't know when the recertification stuff's starting for the UK. Yeah, the S2 is quite far ahead of the they're having quite a few problems with the C3, just stability and stuff. They'll get there. They'll get there. So I've also been working on the code, and I've got two versions of the code running right now. I've got my MicroPython version that I'm still working on, that I'd still like to release. I'd like the firmware to be my MicroPython firmware. There's only one disadvantage with my MicroPython firmware, and that is that I don't have a native, like all the code and everything I'm working on is just sitting on the file system. It's not been byte compiled into firmware. It's not frozen in firmware. It would be much faster to boot if it was. Anyway, but as you can see, it looks like a Reflow Master. I've got now on here. You've got control over. What did I crash it? No, what did I do? I don't know what I hit then. You've got control over whether it beeps or not in the menu, because people really hated that, except I've got no speaker connected. It's got two thermocouples, but you can control them individually, so you can say you only want to use one, right? What have I done? Worst demo ever. Why is it not changing? I don't know what I just did. Let's try that again. Let's do a reboot. Anyway, the point is not to be showing you the software. Anyway. No, there we go. That's really weird. I don't know what happened then. So if you turn the thermocouple off, it turns off the offset. The same with like fans. If I turn the fan on, you can adjust the reflow speed and cool down speed, or turn it off and it doesn't get used and it grays it all out and stuff like that. Whatever. This does work and it reflows. Like I can, if I start a reflow, it's gonna. I have to warm up the thermocouples. I'm just gonna breathe on them. As I said, it's not warm enough in here. So it's going to work, but you'll watch the readings are going to, the graph's off the bottom, because it's trying to heat up. There's no SSR connected, there's no oven connected, right? Anyway, it's all good, it's working. I've also got an ESP32, I've got an Arduino version of this code that I'm also working on. And the advantage with the Arduino is the screen updates are considerably faster. It feels a bit more, I don't know. It feels much snappier to use, right? The downside is a lot of functionality I've got on here is not in the Arduino version. Like this has got Wi-Fi. It's all working. If I hit the Wi-Fi button, it'll connect. Let's see if it actually does connect. Right. So it's given me an IP address because it already has my credentials. If it didn't have my credentials, it would open up a Wi-Fi manager, and you go to your phone and you can set up your Wi-Fi. And I can now use the web browser to control settings and everything else on this. I'm actually thinking of removing most of the settings from the settings screen and just using the web browser to do that, right? Much quicker than doing it all on screen. Anyway, it's all, you just hit the Wi-Fi button again and it'll turn it off. It's all good, but I need to do the hardware redesign. So I started in Eagle, but I'm trying to force myself to do everything, to move over to KiCAD. Trying to force myself. It's hard. But for me, Eagle's become unusable on my Mac since moving to Big Sur. It lacks pink LEDs. Well, right now there are no LEDs on the board at all. But I could put a pink LED, sure. Did I miss anything in chat? Don't buy too much for Christmas. The garbage pickup might not work. Okay, so I'm just reading back on the chat to see if there's anything I've missed. I'm using 5.99. I'm using KiCAD 6. Yeah, there's no... I'm not going to use 5.10 or whatever it is now, 5.1, because there's too many fixes and improvements in 6. I didn't like the way 5.1 worked. Anyway, and it's just a matter of the fact that I'm so much slower in KiCAD, but I'm getting there. Like, I'm pushing myself. Like, this is my 3rd project in a row that I'm doing just in KiCAD now. So I imported the Eagle file. As you can see, it's a real mess. KiCAD still doesn't understand how to bring in curved stuff from Eagle, which is annoying. I'm still accidentally using Eagle commands. Pity I can't do that the other way. Arc angle, line width. Yeah, it's a pity I can't change the center point around. But for the moment, I'll just make them square. So yeah, it's been an interesting thing, right? Where are the... Where's the show disconnected again? Show rat's nest. Let's turn that off. Right, I don't need that. Can you import your libraries into KiCAD? No, you can't. You can't import Eagle libraries into KiCAD. No. So, you know, anything I want to change in these as a footprint now, I need to then go and add them to my own KiCAD library and then modify them and stuff. Look, it's fine. It's okay. It's just going to be a transition, right? I've got a lot of stuff in Eagle. I've got years and years worth of stuff in Eagle. I've got all my designs in Eagle. I've got all my muscle memory in Eagle and everything else. But Eagle is just becoming a bit of a dog to work with. I'm like, yeah, like really painful and slow to work with for some reason for me. And they're not going to be fixing it and updating it. And I'm not moving over to Fusion Design, Fusion for ECAD. Is metal now? Yeah, they have to move, Bruce. That's the thing. Eagle was supposed to, before they decided to can it, like they were transitioning it over to metal. And Fusion 360 does not use metal, and that's why it's got so many problems on the Mac. Hey Jay. Well, I'd probably rather be using Altium if I could afford it. Well, I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, so they haven't moved Fusion over, and whatever. So I'm using KiCAD. Electronics for Engineers. Hello, James Cleaves. Who's committed to M1 support? Autodesk? I mean, they're a bit late to the party. I mean, well, yes and no. Yeah, I mean, once people do native Apple Silicon, that'll really make a huge difference. Must be a lot easier working on a board this size compared to designing tiny picker. Not really. Like, I don't like designing something like, you know, I've been working on all my S3 boards, yeah, I don't know. Like, I've got all my S3 boards in KiCAD, although I'm still working in Eagle. I moved them into KiCAD so I could do renders of them. Crazy. But I'm not comfortable enough in KiCAD yet that I'm prepared to do, like my Pro S3 has got castellated edges and all sorts of stuff, and they're all, 4-layer boards with really unique stuff that, like, really fine-tuned stuff I've tweaked inside Eagle. And I'm not comfortable enough yet in KiCAD to know that it's going to be exactly the same, if that makes sense, right? The new MacBook Pros are amazing. Yes, they're expensive, especially in Australia with the Apple tax. But, let's get rid of the silk screen. So anyway, I had to make a custom footprint for the module because there wasn't one. That was interesting because the data sheet just gave you enough information for all the pad sizes, but didn't give you the positions. You know how they do it, where they give you this width and then this gap and then this edge, and then you have to do all the maths to work it all out. Oh my god, that was a pain. That was an absolute pain, but I did. But like for instance, this is a corner pad, but I don't know how to do this inside KiCAD. Like I'm pretty sure I can edit just a pad, but can I do a custom shape primitives? Like apparently I can do it with code somehow, but I don't know how to just draw a custom shape. Now, this should just be a fill, but interesting. All right, because it's the footprint. So what's if I edit the footprint? Also don't like where I move. This is where I put the window, and then when I close it and reopen it, it puts it down here again. This just, anyway, it's fine. Edit the footprint. Okay, so, like I really want to know, like this should be, see it's a filled shape on this layer, but maybe that's not the right way to do it. Or maybe it's okay, like maybe when I do a fill, see it's not filling it. So I don't know how to do a filled shape like this. Does anyone know? Want to make the corner pad now? If so, I can teach you. Sure, Mark, if it's easy. Catch you later, Alan. Hope you don't have to start your day multiple times. Sorry. Looks like I put ground dollar on a footprint instead of ground. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but these are all names that came through from Eagle, right? Remember this was imported from Eagle. Okay, so edit the footprint. Yeah, I was just editing. Did I close it? I think I must have closed it. Oop. Oop. Wow. I don't want to change it. I don't want to open in footprint editor. You're going to go for an older lake. Don't do it. Don't buy Intel. They're going nowhere with their hardware. Right click on the pad, edit as graphic shape. Right click on the pad, edit pad as graphic shapes. Ooh, okay. And what just happened? Then Command E to edit. What? Oh, is that a... No. I did that. I'm in edit mode. How do I... Dollar is an Eagle thing. Yeah, that's where it does its auto numbering. DaVinci Resolve is M1 native, I believe. They've got native M1. I'm waiting. I'm about to get Yaz a new MacBook Pro, a 14-inch MacBook Pro. She needs to upgrade, and her machine's going to go to Orly. I really want to replace my MacBook Pro. My MacBook Pro is screwed. It's a 2018. The keyboard doesn't work. One of the Thunderbolts doesn't work at all. One of the Thunderbolt ports can only do power, can't do data. Select the pad and the shape, but the shape needs to be a fill. Right click, add corner. I can't see an add corner. I think it's the wrong... Should be here in 2023. You know, it doesn't matter for now. Okay, we'll do this later. But the current Mac, the 16-inch MacBook Pro is in many ways faster than the current Mac Pro, Adam. Like, you gotta wait for Apple Silicon. Don't buy anything Intel. Gotta wait. I'm so close. No, it's okay. We'll do it another time. Seriously, like there's plenty of other things to do on the board that I haven't got to yet. So I'm going to do an onboard speaker rather than the external speaker this time. Because like for my current Reflow Masters, I have to get external speakers, and I've got to mess around with the wires on them and stuff to get them all connected. I'm just going to put a speaker on board. Bye-bye, Apple needs all our money. I hate giving Apple money. Sorry. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm a Mac guy, right? I'm a Mac OS guy, absolutely. But I'm very restrained. Like, I'm still rocking an iPhone 7. 7. The only reason I've got a watch Series 5. The only reason I got a Series 5 watch is I had a Series 0 watch and it died, right? I would have still been using my Series 0 watch. So, to be clear, like, I hate the cost of Apple hardware. But I totally appreciate what they're trying to do in the hardware space. Like they've completely turned computer CPUs on their heads. Like, without a doubt, they have just completely disrupted the whole industry. And this is only their first revision chips. They haven't even started yet, right? Like, just seriously, look at their, if you look at their M1 Pro and M1 Max chips, and it's their first revision. It's their, like, they are just going to destroy the industry. They're turning it completely upside down, and it's fantastic. So if you look at how stagnant and dead Intel has been for such a long time, right, and their compatibility hole that they're stuck in, yeah, that's what I'm excited about. And they deserve full kudos for that. Honestly, they absolutely do. Whether you like them or not, whether you want to spend money on their stuff or not, whether you like their philosophies or not, they are absolutely disrupting everything to do with the space. I mean, you got to look at how much money Digital Things they're investing in their silicon. Like, this is not, you know, they're really, yeah. Whether they're, I'm not saying it justifies their hardware prices or whatever else, but, and yes, they've got stacks of money and whatever, but they're not holding back. Like, they are, I don't know, like, it must be an absolute fortune they're investing in what they're doing with their silicon. Right, but I'm saying all the way from their was it the A4 or was it the A6 or the A7, whichever their own first one was. Absolutely. But, you know, I'm saying this is their first desktop chips, right? Not their first chips. R&D is not cheap. Like, you got to, like, how much would it cost them to make a prototype chip? Like, look at the fabbing they're doing, right? Like, look at, like, their cost on making their first prototype M1 Max chip. Like, likely would have been in the millions of dollars range, right? Like, it's, anyway. Rumors of 40-core chips. No, there's rumors 128 core chips. 128 cores. 128 GPU cores, 48 CPU cores for their Max Pros. And they've proven now that they're 32-core M1 Max, the GPU cores, like, yes, synthetic benchmarks, whatever, like, is Apple claim it's almost a 3080, you know, reviewers are claiming it's closer to a 3060, but they're using synthetic tests, right? Anyway, yeah, whatever it is for their 32 core, times it by 4, okay? So even if it's only a 3070 right now, times that by 4, and then what's that going to be? It's going to be faster than any graphics card on the market right now, right? So, you know, and their unified memory architecture, the more RAM they add, the faster their bus gets. That is just insane. It's insane, right? I mean, their bandwidth, the memory bandwidth right now is still half of what a 3080 is, and they're still getting close to a 3080 performance. Yeah, it's insane. And to be fair, Windows can't use the cores. Windows absolutely is useless multi-core, right? And the only thing that can use the cores, GPUs, sure, for certain things can use the cores, like as in the GPU cores, but iOS and macOS are designed to be completely multi-core at the OS level, where the software, the apps don't have to do anything to be fully multi-core. And that's the difference, right? You add more cores, Intel add more cores to their chips, you stick it in a window box and it makes no difference, right? But Apple, they can really control down to the transistors, you know, how efficient their stuff is. Anyway, sorry. AI, ML, silicon for vision analysis, self-driving training. Yeah. I mean, Tesla are doing it, and then, like, you know, Google are working on their own chips. Like, it's Apple have shown that people can be working on their own chips now, right? Like, there's a lot of people working on interesting silicon, but they're all so far behind Apple. It's not funny. Like, when did the A4 come out? How many years ago did the A4 come out? Like, Apple have got like 8 years, 8 to 10 years on everyone. That is huge, right? Was it 2010? Wow. Okay, 12 years, almost. My Apple only had one core. It went fast and tasted good. That's really funny. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm just totally distracted. I know. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to getting I know they've got the 24-inch iMac with the M1. I'm looking forward to getting an M1 or an Apple Silicon desktop, like Mac desktop, to replace this machine that honestly, this is the cutting edge Intel 10-core i9, and it's shit. It really is. Sorry. Really is. Okay, let's get back to doing this. So, I want to put a speaker on. I want the speaker to be over here, though. And this is the transistor for it. And also, I need to... Is there a way that when in KiCAD that I can have it not show any of the visuals, like all this terminal block stuff and the one and all that? Like, is there no way I can't just say, hey, by default, don't show these, rather than having to go turn them all on and off all the time? That'd be nice. What's coming, Johnny? Yeah, the M1, so the Mini Extreme or whatever they're calling it, whatever, when it comes out, that's going to be a great machine. That'll be a really good desktop if you've got an external screen. Hide the corresponding layer. Yeah, I could hide the layers, but yeah. I want them off though. Like, I don't want them to appear. Like, if I do a render of this, will that diode-y stuff? No, it won't. Right, okay. So I've got to turn some of these off, these name thingies. Okay, guess I could just turn them off. But then I lose the other things that I want on while I'm working. That's all. I guess it doesn't really matter. Anyway, that's okay. It's more the big stuff, like, that gets in the way. And it's really hard to grab something sometimes, like... But I'm getting there. Like, I am getting there. I feel like I'm fighting all this less than I was, which is good. See, like that. Like, I'm clicking on this. I'm hitting E over this plus, but it's giving me the TFT. You see that? Like, stuff like that. And I get that's just, you know, teething problems and whatever. But this is the TFT here. It's just a connector. Like, I don't understand. And that time I didn't. Maybe I accidentally clicked it when I moved. I don't know. Dining room table is covered with crumbs. Why? What have you been doing on your dining room table? See you later, Photochromax. Hey Bradley, never played with ESP32. Recommendation on getting started. So do you have an ESP32 to play with? If you don't have one, just grab any ESP32 you can find. Just, you know, something cheap from China. Is the easiest way, I guess. And then, well, actually, it might not be in terms of getting deliveries and stuff right now. And then the easiest way, honestly, is the Arduino IDE. And play around with the examples. Yeah, I don't generally try to push people for a Tiny Pico when they're first starting out. Because I get that they're at the higher price point. And not everyone needs super small board, right? It depends on where your mouse is. Sure, but my mouse was right over this plus, right? And the headers, this header, not that you can see the plus anywhere. Anyway, it's okay. It's okay. We're all good. No, except for this one. So he's done it again. I'm hovering on this, but it's selected the max. Why is that even selected? I think it's selecting when I'm clicking and moving. Right, that's that middle click thing. How else can I move this without middle clicking? Any idea? Because if I happen to be on something and I middle click, it selects it. Sometimes. Now it's not. Then it did. You see that? Yeah, that's really frustrating. Like, I don't know how to report that as a bug. It's something to do with their depth things. Arrow keys. No, arrow keys don't do anything. Hold spacebar. No. I mean, there might be another way. Like, the only way I found is middle click. Yeah, I looked at the M5 stamp. It's interesting, maybe. I really don't understand who they're targeting with it, though. But anyway. What's a dining room? Look for the selection filters. Yeah, but I don't want to have to change my filters to be able to just click and move around the board. That's all. Okay, so let's back to here. Anyway, so I'm gonna move. So I broke out some extra pins. No. And I don't know if I hate that when you're in drag mode you can't rotate. That's also annoying. And then when I rotate it breaks the connections. And I click and drag. Why is it not letting me? Well, not letting me place it because there's something in the way. Interesting. Okay. I'll have to put it over here for now. It's all learning. Sorry if it sounds like I'm complaining. I don't mean to be complaining. I'm still learning. Hey Tony, how you doing, mate? I was thinking about you the other day, actually. Not sure why, but I was thinking about, just wondering how you were doing. Hadn't seen you for a while. And why is it not selecting the diode? Anyway, whatever, okay. Be quiet, Sion. As I said, I just need to get used to things, the way it works. That's all. It's about 3.3 volts. Okay, one thing I also realized I haven't done is I haven't, you see, it pops the window down the bottom every time. New job, keeping him busy. Cool, what are you doing? What's your new job? Fix the footprint, then I'll help you with other stuff. Thank you, Mark. Am I using the modern tool set, i.e. F11? I don't know what that is. Just hold on one moment. I want to import settings from a previous board. I'm going to import from my, I think from here, select all. Is that giving me my predefined? It has good. Yep, okay. And the stack up? Yeah, except who wants green? No one wants green. It's going to be a red board with white. Silk screen. Save that. So F11. What's F11? Whoa, no. F11 clears my desktop. So I don't know what modern toolset is. Jay, I have faith in me too. I just need to keep reminding myself that I've got years of Eagle experience and days of KiCAD experience, right? That's all. Okay, so I've got three volts. That's my e-stop. 3 volts here. So I'm going to have to really thicken up a stack of these traces. I should actually just do, I'll probably end up doing pause instead. Hey Daniel. I'll probably just end up doing like copper pores rather than traces. Although this is a fine. These traces are fine for, like, it's just 3.3 volts going to the ESP32. You know, I need 550 milliamps going to it. These traces are probably overkill. Okay. Look under preferences menu. Modern tool set makes routing dragging much better, easier. So is that like all the push and pull stuff? The preferences menu. Oops. So where my Accelerator graphics, didn't even know there was that. Okay, Warp mouse to origin, removed object. Didn't I have that turned off? I can't remember. Developing for a transport company, enjoying it very much. Want to get back into PCBs. I did a few designs using the Room 32 to the Pico D4. Cool. Okay. Glad you got work and that you've made it through the lockdowns and stuff this time around anyway. Randall's playing with postage stamps. Is the logo hanging? I don't think it is. Hey Mako, feeling a bit off. Oh, sorry to hear, mate. Try selecting a component, press M to move, and while moving. Yes, M will move and I can rotate while I'm doing that, but that breaks the connections. I don't want to break the trace connections. Dragging it doesn't break the trace connections, but I can't rotate it while I'm dragging it. And the second I rotate it, let go and rotate it, it breaks the connections. So, so where are the, I'm sorry, I'm looking for these modern. Is there something I need to turn on, or do I need to set things up? Digicool? Where am I looking? I just want to see if I've got them on or not. Preferences top drop down menu must be a different interface. I don't know. It's always broken connections for you. Not if you do a drag. A drag will keep the connections. Oh, good to hear, Tony. Yeah, I've been a bit focused in Melbourne's woes. Then to perhaps rip up the connections to the component before you move it. Yeah. Anyway, look, it's fine. Honestly, no problem. Now, I don't even... Like, I had the I2C pins broken out on my Reflow Master. I don't know if anyone ever used them. I don't know if it's worth keeping them broken out or not. But I feel like maybe I should just leave them. Now, I need to get D plus D minus over, and they are over here. So everything's in a totally different place now. Relay fan. Like, I feel like I should... So what I did was I just originally put everything in, right? And rehooked everything up kind of based on where they were for my Nano in here. But, wow, I hate how... It's fine. Sorry. Oh. See, again, something was selected when it shouldn't have been. The Eagle import still needs a bit of work. Anyway. But I feel like I could re-hook up some of these to make them easier. So, like, for instance, I've got my fan 1, fan 2, and relay coming from here. Okay, that's really annoying with the snapping. And then I've got my relays there, and I've got fan 1 here and fan 2 here. Like, maybe it would make more sense to just bring them down the side here. Like, I've got a lot more pins to play with. Dave is here too. Dave is here. Rotate the net labels, and they're not connected right now. Yeah, I know they're not. I need to clean all that up. But for the moment... Well, it's interesting, they are connected because all of my traces are labeled correctly. It's just that for somehow, when it brings it in, it doesn't clean stuff up. All my traces have got names on them, so the labels are connected. I've got CS for the thermocouples, and they're all the way over here. So, like, maybe it would make more sense to put the thermocouple ones here. This is going to take a little bit of thinking, though. Yeah. Hello, Fred. How you doing? They were connected, but I disconnected them? No, I don't think I did, because I did a G. Oh, you're saying because of those? I don't think I disconnected them. Oh, unless you're saying if I pull it, will they be disconnected? If I do an update, will they disconnect? Let's find out. No? Relay, fan. relay, fan, oh, my buzzer. I don't know if they're disconnected. No, I just pulled and look, they're still connected. Oh, the pin might not be. Ah, right. I gotcha. Okay. Let's put them back. Save. Oh. Really? Okay, anyway, I'll... There we go. They're still connected. Update. Close. Yeah, the logo's still working. No, that's okay. I just rotate them around. Like my e-stop. Where have I even got the e-stop on here now? E-stop is on the completely other side, which makes no sense. Okay, so let's get rid of e-stop and let's put it over 38. I still don't know which key does a finish. And I think I prefer using these. I know they're not supposed to, but I think they look much nicer. Will you make the custom pad? I think it could be interesting to show that on this video for others. Escape does a finish, doesn't do a finish for me. If I do a wire and I hit escape, it's gone. Unless I have to click. No, see? Hit escape, goes away. No, not those labels. But I hate these labels. I really... Anyway, whatever. Okay. I get what the other ones are for. I just don't like the way these... They look disconnected from the trace. Yeah, double click. The problem with double click is if I've moved my mouse a little bit, then I get a bend. Right? Like... So, like sometimes I'm doing it and I, like if I move a bit, oh, I didn't that time. Okay, it depends on how far I move it. Okay. Again, practice, just practice, practice, practice. Make her like the white logo better. Well, I'm gonna have to change it just to make her happy. Almost an engineer, hello. Oh, I hate the mess that kind of glass makes. Find glass in my forklift 2 years after. What? Okay, I don't know what we're talking about. Label power. Let's take a vote. Let's do a poll. I've done a poll in ages. Question. So, what are we calling the label types? Which label do you prefer? And I don't want a yes or a no. Oh, it's going to be... so what are they called? What are the different labels called? What's this? One's called a net label and one is called a global label. Okay, so net label, global label. I'm not asking which one is correct. I'm asking which do you prefer? Okay, not which is correct. Here we go. Ask the community. I'm doing a poll, baby. Except where is it? Oh, there it is. Up top. Yay. I've not done a poll in a long time. Or ever. We're talking about my glass top. What? Your glass top table exploded. Sorry if I missed it in the chat. Hello Hello, Awo 256. The disconnected mark will disappear. What disconnected mark? Grindor uses global labels for everything. I think they look so much better. Which is which? So this is a normal net label, and this is a, I'll do this, this is a global label. That's a global. So a global is designed to reference a trace that's somewhere else on a different sheet, right? That's what it's supposed to be for. Like this would be a, you know, a reference to another label. But with modern schematic layout, that's no different to me doing this MISO here, because this is a trace, a net, that also connects to MISO on my TFT. Now, just because they're on the same sheet, they're still a disconnected line. It's not like I can physically see the line there. So I don't personally see what the difference is between saying that is going to something else and this is going to something else. Whoa! 62% global label so far is winning. Just point out the difference again. Oh, right, I missed that. So global label or a normal net label. Do the net labels work across the sheets? I don't know, but I don't see why they wouldn't. They might not work from an ERC point of view. That's interesting. I generally don't do ERC in my schematic. I just do DRC in my board, right? If it's a net, it can't be on another sheet. Right, okay. So that's a limitation then on multi-sheet. Right. If it's a net, the question is, what's the issue with doing a global regardless? Is what I want to know. Global Eric. Oh, hello. Hello, Eric. Corporate wants you to look at these two connection types. Right, the technical reason is just that one is a local. So this is referencing another net on the same sheet. This is indicating that the net, it might be present on the same sheet, but it's also present on another sheet. Right? This is an external reference, where this is just a local reference. But for me, I'm talking about from an aesthetics point of view. Like, if someone's going to look at that and go, well, there's no extra sheet, why am I using that? Well, that's like the spelling police, right? From an aesthetics point of view, that is much easier to read than this. When you've got stacks of nets like this, yeah, and they're all bunched up next to each other, it's very hard sometimes to understand if fan is this one or this one. In my mind. Especially the way some people lay out their nets and stuff. Wow, the global label went up to 67. It's now gone back to 63 again. When you embed sheets, you'll understand them. I've got multiple sheets. I do multiple sheets in Eagle. Eagle doesn't have that limitation. Well, again, it might from an ERC point of view. I don't know. Again, I don't do ERC on my schematics. Can you change the direction of a global? I don't believe so. No. Oh, no, you can. Shape, input, output. There you go. Yes, you can. Bidirectional. I just find this much... What's passive? Whatever. Yeah, I find it much easier to understand. If you connect the net labels correctly, which they are not now, then it looks much better. What do you mean if I connect them correctly? That doesn't make any sense. I just created this one. That is connected correctly. That does not tell me any differently. Like, sorry, I don't agree that that's any easier than that. Anyway, hierarchical sheets, you can get into trouble if you only use global labels. MISO is not connected correctly. Well, it is, because MISO is on here. Again, that is a limitation to how it imports from Eagle. And if I could remember where MISO is connected. This is just a legacy Eagle import thing where they don't make the schematic look right. So you're telling me Mosey and Clock aren't connected? Clock and Mosey are connected. I've imported from the schematic. And it's there. So anyway, we should move on from this. Can you also drop the net label directly onto the pin and not connect it through a wire? No, a net label you can't. A net label, I believe, has to... Well, hang on. I could be wrong. Let's find out. Test. Here's a net label. Oh, that's not a net label. Try that again. Test. Okay, here's a net label, and I can put a net label directly on the pin. If the net label sat like... can I do smaller snapping? I can't. If it sat in the middle of the pin... Where's my grid? Not let it play with the grid in here, but you know what I mean? Like if it was halfway through, if it sat kind of like this in the middle, that would be easier to understand to me. Yeah, I connected it. Yeah. Anyway, this is no different to any other. This is not a KiCAD thing, by the way. Like Eagle has the same two types of things as well. But in Eagle, I can place these labels wherever I want. I can go... do I have something open? Right, here's my Reflow Master Pro in Eagle, right? I can grab this. What's interesting is I'm not going to remember the commands. Right, and I can put this wherever I want. You know what I mean? Like I can stick it here if I want to. There you go. Like where I can't do that in KiCAD, not that I can work out anyway. And then I can, I can grab this and say this is actually going to be a reference, and then it does the same thing. You see how Eagle's unusable? I just can't. Like Eagle, it has become rotten and slow. Like, so slow, it's crazyable. Where are I 34, 33, and 34 connected to? Who, what, where? Anyway, I'm going to undo that, all of that. And we're just going to get rid of, because we're not talking Eagle. I don't know what you mean by 33 and 34. What we're referencing. The net labels don't position nicely. Not in KiCAD. That's what... Anyway. Fine. I'm going to... Let me just undo. No. Redo. Undo that one. Delete this one. Okay. So global labels have now gone to 59. So people are getting less enamored by them. Did you download more RAM for Eagle? What? Did I download more RAM? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I have a very large amount of RAM in this machine. The issue was Big Sur. The second I moved from Catalina to Big Sur, performance in Eagle went down to 15% of what it was. And that is because Eagle is using OpenGL, and OpenGL is not supported on the Mac anymore. So it being interpolated, whatever, under the hood, and it's terrible performance, like really, really bad performance. And what was I doing? I was moving e-stop. Oh my god, I'm not going to get... I can't design PCBs on a stream anymore. Totally distracted all the time. Okay, here's my E-stop. Wait, maybe I should have put it somewhere else. Because here's my E-stop here. What other pins? TXRX. Because I'm 38. Why don't we just do 38? If I just bring it over here. I also named it wrong. Yeah, and this whole bouncing around thing is getting a bit annoying. And tracks, I want to use... Sure. I'm going to use 38. I'm going to use 38. So can I just do a move? Wait. I was on 38. What's going on here? 38 is E-stop. Why is E-stop here on 34? It's not matched my pin numbering when I brought it in. Oh, this middle click thing is giving me the absolute shits. Hashtag Mark is indeed grumpy. Hey Mark, yeah, what are you being a grumpy bum for? I'm not giving up. What do you mean? And what do you mean I'm not listening to people? Sorry, like... And KiCAD is a confusing mess when you're not used to it. So my pins and my... Ooh, what is that? Don't know why that's there. I'll fix that later. My pins and everything in Eagle were lined up. So so this is an importing thing. This discrepancy. So how do I need to go and edit this. If I edit the symbol. So 38 is pin number 34. Right. And Can I not see the pin numbers in here? Right, that's my problem. So in Eagle, it shows me the pin and what the reference is. This is a name. This is the name of the whatever, but it shows me the pin number. Can I see the pin number in here? Like, is there a way to turn that on the schematic? So you can see here. Oh, right, not in that view, it won't. Okay. That's annoying. Anyway. Catch you later, Andy. Take care. Look at Discord. Right, those numbers. How did you turn those numbers on? I looked at Discord marks. Just relax. I'm not sitting here just waiting for the chat for you to message me. Like, I'm doing stuff. Like, my eyes are away. Okay, you didn't mean to send it twice. Cool. So what I want, how do I see this? How do I see the pins, the pin number like that next to it? It's YouTube. Yeah, YouTube's being a big ass today. Hey, Francisco. Like, that's what I'm trying to work out how to turn on. Is that something that should be there by default? As I said, this was imported from Eagle, and I find a lot of issues. Like, it does a great job considering. Like, I'll give them credit. The fact that they can bring in a mostly intact board from Eagle is pretty good. But there's just some weird things that happen sometimes. Like, you know, this has got pin numbers on them. These have all got pin numbers on them. Is there a reason why this doesn't? Is there a setting that I can turn on? See, show pin numbers, look. Show pin numbers, show pin names, but it's not on. That's what's throwing me. Go to edit. Am I did the symbol or the footprint? I don't want to go back to Catalina from Big Sur. I'm interested to see what happens with Monterey. I'm going to install the next OS probably this afternoon. The symbol didn't import properly. Well, but it's too late now, right? So edit the symbol. Edit the symbol. Okay. Like, is there something I need to turn on? Visible, common, or body style? Whoops. They've got pin numbers. Check the IC in the symbol lib. Number size was 0. What's number size? Number, name, text size. Oh, right. Okay, so that's an import problem, right? That's not me. Right? That just came in from Eagle. So that's an import bug. I have to report that. So I'm going to have to go through all of these. Oh, is there any way I can do it in one hit? Whoops. Like how it shows it real time. That's good. Is there any way I can do them at the same time? Hey, Christopher. That'd be really handy. Can I like multi-select them? E? No. Edit the footprint in VS Code. Okay. Yeah, I'd prefer. I imported this last night before the stream. I didn't want to import it during the stream just in case there was a problem. But it was just a straight Eagle import and save. Okay, I can go back and fix all these later. Okay. I'll go fix them all later. So it's 42 that I want. I should actually check in the data sheet. Try shift click. Shift click to do what though? To multi-select. Yeah, the issue is not multi-selecting. The issue is I can't then edit them. So, yeah. Like I thought there might be a menu option. Like, you know, they've got some menus where you can do multiple things at once. View, edit. Symbol properties, pin table. Update symbol fields. Except that did nothing. Maybe I need to select them. Edit. Update symbol fields. Symbols not derived from another symbol. Ah, okay. So it's not that. Okay. Anyway. So that's the one I wanted. So can I move? So if I move that, and then of course this breaks. But that's there. I hate the fact that I need to pull it back in again. Like, I'm sorry, but there's just no... Like, these two are connected. Why do I have to do that? Why doesn't it automatically update for me? That's what I want to know. Poor Xeon. Poor Xeon. Except I named it wrong. That's 2 unnecessary clicks. Absolutely 2 unnecessary clicks. Just saying. You can change multiple pins, but not the pin number text size. Yeah, okay. That's annoying. So what icon? That one there? Oh, right. That gives me like a spreadsheet view. Interesting. Will it do it from a selection? Wait. Is that, you show me on the schematic view, but what about, can I do it in the symbol? Right, this one. Okay. Oop. See, that's not the symbol I collect. I need to fix this middle click thing. It is destroying me. If I can't fix the middle click, oh, hang on. Right, no. If I can't fix the middle click, I'm going to commit harikari. Because it has tripped me up at least a dozen times on the stream so far. So I can do, yeah, right. I can do everything except, almost everything, except I can't do the size of the text. That's a bummer. I've been seriously considering Altium, but that's a lot of money. Have you thought about it? Yeah, I have, and it's a lot of money. It's not a lot of money. It's a ridiculous amount of money. Command E to edit things, right? But it depends on what I'm currently hovering over, right? So the problem I've got is when I click and move, you see that? I click to move, middle click, and it's selected my frame. And I let go, and my frame is now selected. And I don't notice, and then I go here, and I say, hey, I'm going to hover over this, I'm going to click Command Edit. Oh, I'm editing my frame because it's selected. The live internet connection for Eagle wasn't a problem for me, although it does... You can do the whole sign me in for 30 days, but if you use it on 2 machines, which you're allowed to do, just one at a time, it clears that 30-day thing. So if I go and use it in my MacBook Pro in the house, I have to sign in. And then when I come back in here, even an hour later, I have to re-sign in, even though I said sign me in for 30 days. That only happened about halfway, that didn't happen straight away. It used to sign me in on both and leave me. That came in, I don't know, a couple of versions before whatever the last version is. Eagle works perfectly fine if there's no internet and you don't sign in. Eagle is perfectly fine. Fusion is not. The only thing with Eagle is if you're using a shared, like an online library, you can't modify the library. You still have access to it locally, you just can't modify it. Left click, then Command E. But I don't want to do 2 clicks. Like, that's just, sorry, that's a ridiculous requirement. Like, there should be no selection if I middle click. And it doesn't always happen. Look, I'm middle clicking on my logo. Middle click, sometimes it selects. Middle click, it's funny, once it didn't. Look, I'm clicking on the symbol, it's not selecting. I'm clicking on the symbol, it's not selecting. Look at that. All I did was middle click. It could just be a Mac thing, it could just be a bug. I'm middle clicking, nothing. That time it selected it. So again, I middle click to move. I clicked here and it selected my thing. Sorry. It doesn't, Johnny. It doesn't if you use it on two different machines. Blame the Mac. No, let's just blame the Mac version. I'm blaming the Mac version. You don't have a middle button, right? So I fought using a middle button on the Mac for a very long time, but when making games and using the tools I was using, middle click was an absolute 100% requirement. So I didn't have a choice, unfortunately. I'd much prefer using a Magic Mouse. Middle button is pan, right? Okay. Preferences. Mouse. Middle button. Drag is pan. Right. That's middle button drag. But for some reason, middle button is doing selection. Left button drag selected objects, otherwise draw. Left button. But if I do that, hang on. Can I still select with the left button? I can. And does the middle, see the middle selected it? No, that's not that. Yeah, all scroll wheels can be clicked. Didn't you know that? Well, all for the last. Yeah. So right button can also drag. I did not know that. So if I right button and drag, and right, see that? Right button selected. Right button. Look at that. And gave me a menu. But if I drag and let go, it doesn't. But if I let go at the same place, it does. So I'm going to teach myself now to right-click drag. Oh. And left-click drag. See that? It's selected it the second time. Right-click drag is not intuitive. That's not, like, no other program uses that. All programs use middle-click to drag. Mac OS mouse preferences. I wouldn't have thought the mouse preferences would have been anything. Mousy. God, where are my mouse preferences? Keyboard. Oh, no. Found it. Go back. Mouse. Double click. Left. Yeah, there's no... no. Okay, don't worry. I'll have a chat to the KiCAD guys about it. Coyotes and cougars? No way. I do two-finger scroll to get around my schematic. Yes, okay. As I said, I need a middle mouse button, unfortunately, for some of the stuff I do. Completely distracted, as I said. Yeah. Okay, I just used something with the speaker. Where am I even putting the speaker? And where's the speaker connection? Relay, fan, 3 volt, 5 volt in. Where's my buzzer? Oh, it's over here. Right. So they won't be on there anymore. On the headers, they're both free. But I'm missing my fan, buzz. Okay, so oh, really? Let's put it over here. See, I clicked to drag while it was still selected, and it clicked and placed it. I don't know which is the positive. See, it doesn't show me which is the positive and the negative of this. That's also an interesting thing. Like, those pins should be labeled. They're labeled in Eagle. Keep doing G. G doesn't work in there. So I don't know if I'm putting these on the right one. No. Yeah, see, they're back to front. So is there a way to, is there a flip? Can I flip the connections? E. Not the symbol. Is there a way for me to pin swap? And check the edit symbol if the pin numbers exist. Some of the speaker choices for me show polarization. Yeah, again, this is imported. All this came from Eagle, so that would be the problem. Like, this might not be a KiCAD symbol at all, right? And they weren't made in KiCAD for KiCAD. Laser Cutter Mac, you have one of the best mice in existence. The what mouse? Yeah, an old Microsoft mouse. Yeah, I've got a few of them, but I think that's the last one that's working. They were a great mouse, yes, but they're wired, obviously. I should replace them. Well, I shouldn't have to replace it. Honestly, I shouldn't have to replace it. Let me edit the symbol. See, look what it brings in from Eagle. Like, that is just a mess. See, passive, edit the pin. Right, look at the size. That's why. So that's got to be a bug, that stuff coming in from Eagle has got 0 values there. That's absolutely a bug. I'll have to file that. Now I saved that and that didn't update. I thought it should automatically push it back. I don't want to add it. So do I have to go back here and update it? I shouldn't have to update it. Apple's test of how long the mouse needs to stay healthy. What? Priority for import might be low. Yeah, it's fine. Like, I'm just gonna, I'll report it and see what they say. So I'm editing it, and it hasn't saved. It didn't save those changes. One. So I saved it. That's strange. You changed the symbol, so it should update automatically. Correct, because I didn't edit it in the library. I just edited it, right? And it seems like if I editing simple SP1 from schematic, saving will update the schematic only, right? But it hasn't. And if I push it to the schematic, the correct one comes in. So I can just put that one there and delete this one. I'm sure all of this is stemming from the fact that I did an Eagle import. I get that, but This was already designed in Eagle. Like, it does not make any sense for me to start the design again. And it doesn't make any sense to go and replace every single package, like every single device. Close the editor and it will update. Oh, okay. It's too late. Oh, look at that. My, at some point, I deleted my frame. Look at that. Oh my god. Okay, I just undid all of that. I'm going to save. If I close the editor, if I close that and reopen it, will it update my... It didn't update that. Like, it wouldn't have undid my changes here. See, it's gone back, it's reset itself again. Okay, what other ones have I got? Let's go and add a... So what is it? A speaker. Okay, here's a speaker. Let's do this one. We're going to delete this one. But I shouldn't have to do this. Command S. I did that. I did Command S first, then I clicked on the icon the second time. I've never had a problem with doing Command S before. Oh! How is my frame selected? Oh, again! How's it selecting my frame? I'm clicking, dragging. Look at that. How is my frame being selected? It is, it's selecting my frame. Oh. If I go that way, it doesn't select it. Oh, so I didn't get everything. Like, I'm trying my best, folks. I really am. Like, anyone that thinks I'm being unreasonably upset with KiCAD, like, explain to me. Oh! I just selected the ground and it selected my frame. How do I deselect? Okay. Oh. This is not going to stop me using KiCAD. I'm going to keep pushing. But this stuff here, you did download a Flux version. I don't know. This is from a few days ago. Well, so this is from last week, after last week. So I'm on, what was the date of it? What does it show? The build date. October 19th. I mean, with the 27th. It's a week old. I'm going to start the new version downloading. Because, you know. Like, this is not me bitching on KiCAD. Really. Please understand it's not. I'm frustrated, yes. But it's not me bitching on KiCAD. Okay? Software has bugs. Eagle has stacks of bugs. I get it. I'm not complaining about bugs. But my God, it just makes working really hard. Like, really, really hard, as you can see. If you draw the box right to left, it selects anything that intersects with the box. If you draw left to... I understand that. Drayador, apologise. If... Catch you later, capital I. Apologise if I mispronounced your name, which I definitely did. But it doesn't matter because my frame is nowhere near. Like, if I select here, why is my frame being selected? It shouldn't be. There's nothing there. Like, if I select here, there's some frame. If I select here, there's some frame. Here, there's no frame. It should not be... It's like the frame is solid. Just give back and go to Eagle Sexual. Johnny, thank you. Thanks for the super chat. I don't want to go back to Eagle. If Eagle was running fine, I'd be staying in Eagle. No problem. It's not. Like, Eagle is a absolute dog. Like, I wish... Hang on, let me... Mark, you're right. I reckon a lot of these problems are Eagle import. 100%. I said that from the start. Absolutely, right? I'm sure it's Eagle import. Can I just show you this? Okay, I don't want to show... I'm not going to get into it, okay? I'm not going to get into it. Can I even hide what it is? No, I can't. This is my Pro S3, okay? I'm having to reroute some stuff. Look at how slow zooming in and out. Look, I'm trying to move. Look, I can't move the, look. I can't move the thing around. Look. Okay? And then when I go, if I want to grab this, right? And, no, I don't want to add a trace. If I just want to move this, yeah? Look at this. I can't. Like, I can't work like this. Like, look how slow it is. Come on. Come on. That's what Eagle is like for me right now. Like, it's been like this since Big Sur. I can't even move the Via around. Right? That's why I'm not using Eagle anymore. Eagle can go get absolute effed. Because Autodesk have abandoned it, which sucks. They should at least do a patch release that fixes things in Big Sur, because they still sell this. I still pay for this. I'm on a subscription and I'm paying for this and they're charging me for it and it doesn't work, right? So they can go, catch you later, Peter. They can go get effed. Really, bad form, Autodesk. Bad form. Bad form, Autodesk, that you're charging me for this shit. Had to do that. Because it's really bad. It's unusable. I know you said that, Johnny, but you and I are running two very different machines. I'm running at 5K, and it's like, it doesn't matter how simple or complex the design is, it's unusable for me. Like, it is just shocking. Right? So, move that back. That's why I'm pushing myself in KiCAD. I know KiCAD's got bugs. 6 is not out yet. It's a major rewrite. I got that. And it's okay. But it's makes it hard to work when these selection things happen. And, you know, I've got new designs I'm doing from scratch in KiCAD, but I've got a heap of stuff that has to come over from Eagle, and I'm not remaking it. So whatever these import issues are, if they are import issues, they are tripping me up really badly, like making it quite unusable. Discord. Make sure the drawing sheet file is empty, then delete the frame. Make sure the drawing sheet file is empty. I can just delete the frame anyway. Like, I don't need this frame. Honestly, it's got no purpose at the moment. So, what have I done? I've lost my window. Sorry, Eagle's just taken over all my screens. I'm just going to delete the frame because I'm over it for now. I can put a different frame in later. I don't want to click the LS. Anyway, okay. There we go. Now, this is still not showing me which is positive and negative, though. How do I know which is positive and negative on the speaker? Do I have to associate the footprint first? It's like the frame is in Z order top. It's just, I think it's something to do with the way the frame, hey Reed, the way the frame is imported, the geometry of the frame coming from Eagle. Like those squares, the big squares might actually be a filled square rather than a nothing there. That's all. Like a speaker. No? What am I looking for? Piezo? No. Oh, magnetic buzzer. I want 7. I want. Yeah, none of those. It's the footprint I want, but I should be able to just use my. What? Errors are encountered loading footprints. Footprint library, pretty, not found. Rubbish. Where's... Oh, maybe it wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me switch because I had that thing open. Where's my pretty? Reflow Master Pro, pretty. How can it be not found? It's not. Oh, it isn't in the library. It's in the imported library. Not sure where to find that. No, no. When you import from Eagle, it automatically creates a library and puts all of the footprints from Eagle into it. It does that. It's done it for me every single time. Except this is the first time I've imported from Eagle in this version of KiCAD. Turn it off, turn it back on again. Maybe I should do that. Okay, KiCAD's downloaded. Don't know if I'm not gonna install it now. Restart KiCAD. Yeah, I think I will. Save. Save. See the footprints there. A thing for me to remind me to breathe. I'm breathing. See, look. They're there, and there's my buzzer. So that's rubbish that it's not there. Edit. See, it puts the window back down the bottom again every time I close the thing. Whatever. Be quiet, Sion. Reflow Master Pro. There they are, look. Okay. That's the footprint. Okay. Now, where's the plus and minus? How do I know which one's which? What is that? Discord. Frame sheet other schematics like a master page. You can check the drawing sheet. So the frame in Eagle is a symbol. So it got imported as a symbol. So sure, okay. I guess that's not normally the case for KiCAD frames. Yes, it was a KiCAD bug. And, it's loaded up design on my MacBook Pro. Eagle performance seems normal when moving things around within a 4K screen. Right. Now, Eagle is terrible for me on both my Macs. Like, you saw what it was like. It's unusable. And it's been like that since I moved to Big Sur. I've got any optimization that is available turned on, and I've got anything that is make it fancier turned off. I mean, this is a 10-core i9 with the fastest graphics card that Apple make, or that they delivered inside an iMac. So it's got the Pro 5700 XT 16GB Radeon. It's got 72 gigabytes of RAM. this machine. Okay, and Eagle will not work properly. Fusion's 360, perfectly fine. Try editing pin properties to input output. Electrical type input. They'd both be inputs though, right? Well, that's just the name and the numbers are the same. I don't know which one is supposed to be which, so I'll find out. +1 and minus. But I don't know if 1 is the plus. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to find out now because I'm going to attach it and then see which ones it's connected. Needs to be annotated. Yeah, just annotate it. Whatever. Update. And of course it adds a new speaker because I don't actually want it to add a new speaker. So let's... What was my speaker? I think it was SP1. And what names are given it now? LS1. No. What's LS mean? SP1 for speaker. SP1, save. If I pull that through, will it reconnect it? Update. It did. So, is that the plus? It is, correct. Okay. But now it's not showing me the number, what it is. It's not showing me the trace. So what's wrong with this? Pad number negative, fine. Like, why isn't that showing me? You can just change the label if you right click on that. Oh, right. Yeah, I keep forgetting I can do that. I keep forgetting. Thank you. I mean, I guess I can do it this way, but I don't understand if they're connected. Why isn't it just doing this automatically? Oh, it's not O buzz I want anyway. Whoops. It's just buzz. Like, if they're connected, why aren't... Are they connected? They are. And is this connected? No, it's not. So I have to... This is very weird. Okay. I'm going to be moving these around, but, you know, all good. Why are my grounds selected? What just happened then? What happened? Why are my grounds selected? All my grounds are selected. Everywhere. Escape, escape. Hello? Hello? Okay. Save. Quit. I think I'm done for the day, folks. I think I'm done for the day. The joys. Like, designing PCBs is hard enough. Fighting the tool to design a PCB, not good. You didn't show my YouTube video. I didn't. I will now. We're going to have a look at Mark's YouTube video. Is there any sound? Hang on. It's not letting me drag it off. Why is it doing that? Okay, is it playing though? Wait. Okay, we're gonna look at Mark's video. No sound. Okay. Okay, this is Mark's. It's what he sent me about the pad. So play. Right, gotta set it to a filled shape first. Right, so that just becomes one pad. Okay, right. So in my case, I just need to select that pad and edit the pad. I don't have to create a new one. Right, okay. Cool. Thank you, Mark. That's actually quite good. I knew you could do custom pad shapes in KiCAD. I just don't know how they work. So, yeah, thank you. Very helpful. Keep away from sharp objects. Yeah, I don't have any... Oh, actually, speaking of which... Anyway, you can show off my exploded glass table as well. Yeah, actually, I want to see I want to see that. Open in a new window. Holy moly! That's an exploded thing. That's really exploded. What happened? Let's go from the start. Wow, look how thick that glass is. How did it Holy moly, how did it explode? Johnny was drinking and danced on the table. Mark, are you Rickrolling now? I think you're Rickrolling now. Oh, is that your video? Right, that's from your Discord link? Right. Swedish glass. Definitely wasn't IKEA. You can tell it's not an IKEA table. How did it happen? Just some... How did it explode? Hello, answer. Johnny. It exploded when no one was around. I was in a Zoom meeting at the time. That would have made a heck of a sound, right? That would have been really loud. Holy moly, that's pretty full on. He put the soldering iron down. He put the rocket launcher down. He was soldering through-hole components with a rocket launcher. Slapped the enter key. No, he was so angry with Eagle that he punched the screen. No, he punched the desk. Eagle, goddammit! Bang! Okay. Hey, Agim. How you doing? Today, a blackbird went full kamikaze into my window today. Totally killed itself. Ouch. What was the subject of the poll? The poll was whether you like the look of global labels or net labels in KiCAD. Dave's going to bed. Okay. I'm going to call it. I'm going to install a new version of KiCAD, but I don't think I'm going to suffer through some more KiCAD stuff. I'm going to install the new version of KiCAD. I'm going to see if some of the bugs, like that middle click stuff, is still happening. If it is, I'm going to bug report it, because that should not be happening. Like, middle clicks to select like that is just terrible workflow. I'm going to do some bug reporting, and then I'm going to... So, what I was going to do in my stream today was not this. I was going to be working on MicroPython on my S3 boards, but I thought you'd all find that really boring. in hindsight, it probably would have been better. Less exciting. Better. I'm going to probably go back to keep working on MicroPython for the S3 stuff. I think, but I need another coffee first. Okay, thank you all for joining. Don't forget to sub to my other channel. I should put the link to it in the description for this. I think I will. But first, coffee. Coffee, absolutely first. Really strong coffee. Strong coffee. I'm surprised I didn't fall asleep this morning on the keyboard. There was something else and I can't remember what it was. Right. It just reminded me before everyone goes, although it's too late, everyone's going. So Mike worked on some MicroPython libraries for my 2 audio shields, for my normal audio shield and for my I2S audio shield. And it does some really cool stuff. Sounds, waves, playing, all sorts of things. If you're into MicroPython, if you're using MicroPython, obviously there's lots of Arduino support for this, but if you are into MicroPython, which has I2S support now, Mike's done a bunch of stuff. Do you have the link to your GitHub? Thanks, Mark. I think I like the black. I know people like the white. My original idea was white. I'm going to cut white again and put it on, hold it there just to have a look, and then I'll decide. Mike, do you have a link to your GitHub stuff? Thanks, Aaron, for the link. Anyway, it's exciting. I2S stuff in MicroPython, and yeah. I should do a poll on what we're going to work on next week. Anyway. Oh, it's a PR in my GitHub. Right. Okay. So it's in my Tiny Pico MicroPython GitHub. Anyway, I'm going to play around with some stuff and maybe put together a quick snippet video of some cool stuff. Oh my god! My brain! Dying! Gotta go, everyone. Coffee time. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate it. Thanks for all your help with KiCAD. I'll get there. I'm not giving up. I'll get there. I will. And yeah, hope you all have a fantastic week. Catch you all later. Wow. Bye.